A race online to pin Bolter's political motivations on your opposing party's beliefs. The details are sketchy. It's hard to make sense of his background. And it may be the least important things we try to figure out what this crazy person has done in Minnesota. But one thing is true. We have seen a growing list of political violence just over the past 6 months. We've had the murder of United Healthcare CEO. We've had 2 Israeli embassy staffers shot and killed. We've had Tesla dealerships firebombed, Jewish demonstrators firebombed in Colorado, and people in Los Angeles burning flags to protest ICE. And just this weekend, the left ramping up its rhetoric in cities coast to coast with the No Kings protest. That brings me to today's Big Three. As part of this No Kings protest, you would have seen, perhaps, if you were somewhere around North Carolina, a North Carolina state representative who ended up posting this photo on Facebook. It's State Rep. Julie Von Hafen, and the caption reads, "In these difficult times, cuts may be necessary." But what you see in the photo are dolls of Donald Trump's head beheaded. Obvious reference to cuts. She has since taken down the post and condemned political violence, but not for apologizing. She has not apologized for that post. Single isolated incident, right? Okay. How about this also from No Kings weekend? This is a 70-something-year-old man approaching a booth, paying 5 cents for anxiety therapy to beat a doll of Donald Trump. This is a piñata of Donald Trump that people were doing. There's also what I described as well. You could get a little doll, like a little voodoo doll, and bang it on a stool. Get your anger and hatred out of Donald Trump. Where did they get this idea? Where did all of this license to enact at least faux, and in some cases, as we've seen, real political violence? I wonder. Watch.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd.
I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
All right, to help us dive into rhetoric and actions of the left is Lara Trump. She's the host of My View with Lara Trump. Lara, thanks so much for being with us. You know, I think we have to separate this from what just happened in Minnesota because we don't know yet the details of who this man was, what motivated him. There's a lot of indications and a lot of different directions that make you raise your eyebrows. But what we do know is the left has been engaging in increasingly strong and violent rhetoric that has now had that invitation accepted on several occasions, including, for what it's worth, 2 attempts on Donald Trump's life.
Yeah, Will, that's terrifying. I mean, thank God those were not successful because it would have changed our entire country and, quite frankly, the entire world had that happened. But you're right. Look, all those clips you just played, I think we're sadly familiar with them. And people have kind of gotten used to hearing this from the Democrats. I mean, the reality is when you don't actually have a message and you don't actually have a policy to sell the American people, how do you keep your base engaged? How do you reach out to these people? How do you keep them, you know, kind of paying attention to what you're doing? I guess this is the strategy, Will. It's entice people down this path of violent rhetoric. And, you know, don't forget, we just had James Comey, the former FBI director, posting his little thing online, 8647. This just leads people to believe that if you have a problem, I guess the only solution is violence. From Maxine Waters, you create a crowd, you get up in their face, you push back on them. All of these different incidents are not isolated. One of them would be enough. But the fact is that we have leaders, some of these people like Nancy Pelosi and the Democrat Party, who continue down this path. We have normalized this sort of behavior. And so when you see over the weekend that you have folks shooting, you know, commercial grade fireworks at LAPD officers, pushing on horses, those sorts of scenes, they have become sadly commonplace in this country. But I can tell you, it is always always wrong. We should always be condemning this. We should never be condoning it. Unfortunately, it seems like the condemnation typically comes from the right and the condoning typically comes from the left, unfortunately.
Getting increasingly common, to your point. It's just getting more and more common. And you can see these people, this No King protest, losing their minds. It's not a mentally healthy and well population that we're watching in the streets. All right, Lara Trump, thanks so much for being with us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.